Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I am going to be going through the 4 workshop kits that I completed in the month of April. So I was inspired by quite a few other close to my heart consultants who had a love your stash kind of theme going on. So I went in through my stash and went through all the kits that I had just sitting there. Some of them are from 2018 and the rest are from 2019. So they're a couple years old already. And I knew I bought them because I loved them, so I wanted to make sure I actually got them complete versus just keeping them on the shelf in their bags for probably a few more years. So I went ahead and created all of them. For the most part, I followed the instructions. On some of them, I used the different side of the paper if I thought that looked better on my layout. I did add maybe a little bit of glitter or some shimmer in some areas, but for the most part, I did draw the inspiration from these pages to create these layouts. So the first one is Boutique. And these, again, are older scrapbook layouts, so they are probably no longer available, but you can always draw inspiration from anything, right? So this is the first page or the first 2-page layouts. All of these and these kits are the 2-page layouts. That's one thing I really like about these kits. They give you all full instructions on where to cut, what page the cuts go on, the direction you need to cut, so making sure you're actually cutting the paper the right way and exactly where to put it. I mean, they give measurements and everything. So this is the easiest way to get through a lot of scrapbook kits and get through a lot of scrapbooking so you can get your pictures and memories on there and in your albums where they belong. So this is the first 2 pages, and I think these are just so beautiful. This was such a pretty collection, and I knew I had to make it. So on this one, I think the only thing that I changed or added was these hearts. So these are just a simple die cut that I put right over there. I just thought it needed something over in that corner, so I went ahead and added that. Then here are the next 2. And on some of this, I did add some clear shimmer to the title just to kind of, I'm not sure if it's kind of picking it up, just to add a little bit to it. A lot of these papers already came with some beautiful texture background, so I really didn't need to add too much to it. And one thing I must say about pulling out some older kits, you get a better appreciation for the kits nowadays. This definitely changed with Close to My Heart. You used to have to punch out a lot of these elements and they would have a little bit of an edge. You just took a nail file to it and got rid of it. But the new kits don't have that anymore. So I definitely appreciate that we have kind of upped the game in the Close to My Heart world. So this is actually the next collection called Sweet Girl. So this is definitely like a little girl, baby girl kind of theme. I saved these stickers over here. I just kind of put it on a paper clip, so when I do add my photos, I can add a little bit more of those tiny words on this layout as well. Are the next 2 pages. I think the only thing I changed on these 2 is I had these little white bows in my stash and I just kind of added those on it. Otherwise, on this, I definitely followed it. Again, this was another really sweet, cute, easy to put together kit. And this is the last 2 of that collection. And again, this one is called Sweet Girl. Definitely a lot of rooms for pictures, little pictures down here. I did change this up. I believe it had the date over here, but I really liked that cute little Once Upon a Time. And then here in the next one is Feels Like Home collection. So these are the first 2 in this collection. For this one, I know I followed pretty much to a T. The only thing I must say is I do wish I would have put this a little lower. It does say in the directions to put it a little lower. I think it's supposed to be 3.5 inches and I'm about a 1/2 inch higher than that. Other than that, I followed everything exactly. It still turned out really cute, But again, they do have those nice instructions for you because they have everything measured out. Somebody else has already designed it, and you just have the fun part of cutting and gluing it together, which I think is the fun part. So this one I did change a little bit. They had the other side of this paper on their example, but I really liked how the little pop of pink just kind of added something to it. This is definitely more of a rustic kind of farmhouse paper pack, so I just really liked that little added touch of pink. And then this is the last 2 pages in that workshop. Some of them I did go ahead and kind of put those little placements on there, and some of them I just kind of completely forgot about putting the placements. But I think when you don't have your photos yet, when you put the placements on, you can definitely visualize it better. So that's just kind of a tip. If you don't have the photos yet and you're using these kits, just put those photo mats right in there. That way you can kind of visualize what it's actually going to look like fully. And then the next workshop was called I Heart Us. So this one I did change up a little bit. So these 2 pages, I believe it's supposed to go this way for the spread. So I'll go ahead and get those ones moved. It's supposed to go this way, but I think when I put it in my album, I think I'm going to put it this way. I just like the title being over on the left. And I mean, it's really your scrapbook pages and your albums, so you can kind of do what you feel is best for you. So I just liked that title over there. And then I did change it up a little bit by, I think there was one piece that I just didn't add, and I kind of changed up that color as well. They had a different color for like the faux washi tape, and I just added the more mint color. This one I completely changed, and I love how this one turned out. So this was the first one in here. So I'll just show you how much I changed it. So this is this page. I just flipped the paper around and it completely changed it. So they had more of this like blue wave in the main part of the background, and I wanted this to be bright and happy and cheerful. I plan on putting the little girls' like birthday party kind of pictures in here, or just pictures of my girls when they were much younger. I feel like this is really young and cute and cheerful, and the waves for some reason were just kind of throwing me off with the vision I had. But I just kind of wanted to point that out, that you can go off of what the workshops say, and if you like a different color better, the other side of the paper, just flip it over and see if it works. So to some people this might be very bright and a little bit too much, but for me this is absolutely perfect for a little girl's party spread. And then the last 2, I pretty much kept it exactly the same. They do have it going this way. I think the only difference is I added this strip over here, and in reality it's just because I cut a different strip wrong. So I needed to kind of cover up my mistake, but I think it still flows really well and still goes together. And these little sequins that came in that collection, they're so beautiful. I call them the mermaid ones. This wasn't really a mermaid collection, but the way they're just iridescent and the way they shine, it's just, this is such a good spread and layout for, again, a little girl's pictures. So those are my kits that I have been working on. So this was, I guess, my take on Love Your Stash for the month of April. I wanted to make sure that I got this stuff done before I actually went out and bought more kits. There are some really great items coming up in the next catalog, so I wanted to make sure that I got stuff done before I go ahead and get more, because I wouldn't want those new pages or new papers to get lost and I don't create them for another few years. Because the whole point of all of this is to create and preserve our memories, so that is what I wanted to make sure that I did. So for the next few weeks, I'll probably be busy getting the pictures out on here and getting some journaling done. Again, the new catalog comes out tomorrow. It is filled with some beautiful new items too close to my heart, new items, just beautiful items with just great summer and spring themes. It is going to be the May-June catalog, and we also still have our regular annual catalog as well. So thank you so much for joining me as always. Happy crafting, and I will see you all next time.